Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to EAB TV. I'm here at Repticon April 2026. I'm going to start off with Sky. He's a blue Indian cockatoo, you said?
No,
Indian?
a green black ring Indian parrot.
There you go. Green black Indian parrot. Hope you guys heard that. This is one of the coolest birds I've ever had. You guys know when I lived in South Africa, I used to have a green chick conure. I don't think I've ever told you that. But you know, I just love these guys. Look at the colors on this animal. Look at the blue and the blue and the green. And it's like I think Sky's the perfect name for him. Another reason I want to show you guys a bird is because, you know, make sure before you buy a bird, make sure you do a lot of commitment. You do a lot of research because some birds can live up to 80+ years. So you're gonna have to will it to your grandkids. It's kind of a cool animal, but this is a great way to start a reptile show with a bird. Let's see what else you can see here. Meet my new little buddy. This happens to be a monkey tail skink. These guys are native to the Solomon Islands. You get two kinds. You got the northern and you got this one. These guys are called monkey tail skinks because they use this tail. As you can see here, he's gripping onto my hand like my finger like a branch. These guys are cool. You guys looking for a cool lizard? These could be for you. They're strictly herbivorous. You don't need to feed them any insects. But these are so cool, but these guys are very endangered. Believe it or not, the female will only have one, maybe two babies max, so which is unfortunate because these guys are so cool. So if you guys want a cool lizard, you guys have some experience. A monkey scale could be for you. Let's see what else we can see here at the expo. This is kind of how beautiful this guy is. He's like, hey, get that camera out of my face. Here's another monkey tail skink. This was a more banded version. Look at how beautiful he is. Again, you guys are looking for a cool skink, but you do have experience. This could be for you. These guys are so cool. Also, monkey scale skinks are sociable. So if you get one, it's often recommended you to buy more than one, like maybe two, maybe even three. This is such a cool, again, you guys looking for a cool skink? A monkey scale could be for you if you have the experience. Sanitized. So this is my new little friend Tiana. She's a spot nose, red stripe, double head desert clown, you said. Yep. This is a beautiful snake. It's one of the mascots here. So I think looks like she goes around and just shows the kids the wonders of ball python. She's just such a cool snake. Look at her, she's just so calm. He's like, go away. He's probably doing his inner Stewie. Go away, fat man. I'll leave you alone. But he's just trying to relax right now. Just look at how docile, how cool he is, how cool she is. Meet Tank. This is Tank Johnson of the Chicago Bears. No, this is just Tank the sulcata tortoise. He's a mascot here, but one of the things I always want to talk about when I show off a sulcata is because, you know, so many sulcatas get given away every day. People buy them when they're so small and they're just so adorable, but the truth is, sulcatas live 80, even 100+ years, so it's a really big commitment. Look at how adorable this monkey is. He's probably gonna tank out of here soon. He wants to tank out of here, but he's just gonna stay put right here. He's just a cool animal. This happens to be a Barnard mahogany hat piebald ball python. Mahogany is a co-dominant trait. The super mahogany is like a dark, so if you add another mahogany, it's going to be almost a panda pied. Now we got a Barnard, which is another co-dominant trait. I don't know when that was founded, but I think Brian Baracek. Brian, we miss you. If you're watching this from heaven, we miss you. We love your channels. Lori's done a great job with a Reptarium, but this is a mahogany. Hey, stay on the table, buddy. Stay on the table. Don't worry, I sanitized. Stay on the table there. Now this is a het pied. You guys know how much I love the pieds. Pete Call produced the very first pieds back in '97, which is one of the snakes that really pioneered the industry. This is such a cool snake. Lick and Stick Exotics. I'm going to put a link for their Facebook in the description. Make sure you guys go show these guys some love. This happens to be a Malagasy golden hognose snake. These guys are native to the island of Madagascar. You guys know one of my favorite childhood movies was the movie Madagascar when I went to that exhibit in Jacksonville. These guys are mildly venomous. They're back fang, but it's not like it's a cobra. Even if you have some kind of allergic reaction, you might only have your whole hand swollen. It's not going to be that bad. So this is such a cool animal. Believe it or not, this is one of the few sociable snakes, like a garter snake. You can actually keep these together in groups, which is kind of cool. But have a look at that cute face. He almost reminds me like our native hognose. Look at how cute that little monkey is. This happens to be a Gene X, yellow belly, Enchi piebald ball python. You guys know how much I love piebald ball pythons, Burmese pythons. When they find the piebald African rock, I love it. This happens to be a Gene X, which is co-dominant. It was produced by Justin Kobelka. We got yellow belly, which is produced by Amir. And you guys know the yellow belly, when bred together, you produce the ivory ball python. And for all you Patriots fans, Chad Brown, who used to play for the Patriots, actually bought a $125,000 ivory from Pete Call. And now here we've got Enchi, which is produced in Sweden by Swede Balls. It's one of my favorite snakes here. Usually an Enchi pied is usually a very low white, but when you breed it to other animals, it's a little bit higher. But just look at the beautiful snake this is. This happens to be a Chihuahua gecko. These guys are native to New Caledonia.
Yes. Amongst
the same family as crested geckos and Leachianus and gargoyles. Yes. You guys are looking for a cool gecko for a beginner? A Chihuahua gecko could be for you. These guys are so cool. Just like a crested, these guys would blend in so well with their environment. This is such a cool animal. Let's see what else. So again, you're looking for a cool gecko, this could be for you. These guys do not eat insects. You can feed them they do eat insects, sorry. You can feed them crickets. You gotta make sure you dust them. And of course you get nectar, which is such a cool gecko. This is, again, you want a cool gecko? Chihuahua could be for you. Meet my new friend. This happens to be a magpie blood python. This is a super goldeneye, which is a homozygous of goldeneye. This is such a cool animal. Look at the price, $2,000. Whoa. So we're not going to pull that out. It's a little bit too expensive with these. But this is actually one of the more docile of the blood python genes. You know, sometimes some genes tend to be a little more docile than others. But this is such a cool snake. Oh, look at how chunky that monkey is. I don't know where her head is. Go see a good view of her. Look at how chunky she is. Over here, you've got a rare Australian monitor. You guys know how much I love monitors. This happens to be a Mertens water monitor. They get this about the same size as maybe just a little bit smaller than a Nile. These are cool though. They're the cooler Australian monitors that we get out of Australia because, as you know, Australia doesn't export their animals, which is really unfortunate. But look at how cool he is, just hanging on the porch there. Exotic pets and supplied by Endless Scales. Show them some love. Meet my new little buddy here. This happens to be a hypo Colombian jungle het albino. I think it's het call. You guys know how much I love Pete calls, reptiles. You guys know how much I love boa constrictors. Look at him hissing. It's a little bit hissing in a grumpy mood, so I'm not going to bother it too much. Hypo is a co-dominant trait, like the Burms, and then we got the jungle, which is another co-dominant. It was produced by Sweetball in Sweden. Super Jungles has a few less patterns on here, but look at how beautiful she is. She is a little bit grumpy, so we're not going to pull her out too much, but she's an absolute stunner. This happens to be a green tree python. These guys are known to be cantankerous, and these guys give a nasty bite. Because the reason why is because their teeth are designed to grip birds, so they got to be able to pierce those feathers. Look at him right now. He's just pretty chill. I'm just petting him like this. If this was any other green tree, I'd probably get punctured by now. But look at how docile he is. You got different colors. Believe it or not, some of these come out as blue, which is very expensive, unfortunately. But look at how beautiful this monkey is. He's just perched right here. Always pleased to say, green tree pythons are really display snakes because of how cantankerous they can be. But if you find one that's this docile and chill, they can make an absolutely wonderful animal. Really for advanced keepers only, but just look at how beautiful he is. This happens to be a Brazilian rainbow boa. These guys are native to Brazil and all the parts of South America. These guys are so cool. The truth is, a Brazilian rainbow boa is really for intermediate keepers. I always say that because, you know, these guys do require a little bit more humidity. This guy's, he's ready to take a pop at me. He's like, whoa. Yeah, guys, I don't want to be on the business end of this snake bite, but just look at how beautiful the snake is. You do get a few paint jobs. We got the albino. We do get the leucistic. They're starting to calm down a little bit. But you guys looking for a cool boa, Brazilian rainbow boa, and you do have some experience, a Brazilian rainbow boa could be for you. This happens to be a Wookiee, which is a new gene. It's a co-dominant gene. We've also got GHI, which stands for Gotta Have It. You guys know how much I love that. That's one of my favorite morphs. You got the Mojave, the Pastel, and the Clown. That's possibly het for Desert Ghost, and I really don't see the point of breeding anything that's 100% het to a non-het. I don't see the point of doing 50% hets. But anyway, this is such a cool snake. Wookiee is a new gene. It's a co-dominant, so it's a little bit more expensive. This is about $2,000 snake here. This is such a cool animal. Pastel and Mojave, or any of those, the blue-eyed leucistic combos like Lesser, when you breed it to Pastel, it really makes the animal pop. If you add fire, the snake is going to be even more beautiful. Look at him. He's like, hey, I'm going to get out of here. Meet my new little buddy. This happens to be Legolas. You guys know I was a big Lord of the Rings fan back in the day. He's a Cow King. This is a banded phase. You get different kinds of phases of Cow Kings. You get the banded, you get striped, you get patternless. Look at how beautiful he is. He's a classroom pet that he's in the classroom, and he just wants to. He's being used to teach kids the wonders of wildlife. That's what I want to do. This is such a beautiful snake. Look at him. Meet my new little buddy. This is Gambino. He's an ambilobe panther chameleon. You guys know how much I love chameleons. But the truth is, I'd say 90% of chameleons aren't the best handling pets. They're really good to display. And a common mistake people make is they put them in glass enclosures. Most of them don't do well. They got to have a screen cage, they need constant airflow. And the common myth with chameleons is that they change color to blend into their environments. Hold still.
I mean, I know he's got a photo shoot. We get somebody looking at it.
Yeah. Oh well. But the truth is, there we go.
This young man see him.
So this is such a cool animal.
Like more physics.
Thanks.
It's funny, the weather, sometimes Larry Kitten
You're a Ducks fan? You're an Anaheim Ducks fan?
Yeah, you're a Duck fan too. I see the jersey. Yeah.
This happens to be an Ambaja panther chameleon. You guys know how much I love panther chameleons. Another, when I remember when I talked about so that little guy earlier, these guys aren't really the best handling reptiles. They're really good display. People want them because they think they're so cool. But the truth is, they really just want to be left alone. Like, they really are display animals. Of course, you get some that are really handleable, like the guy you just saw. But this is such a cool animal here. Now, like I said, the common myth is that these guys change color to blend in with their surroundings. They don't. They change color as a way to adapt and but they don't blend in with their environments. But this is such a cool animal. Look at how beautiful this monkey is. Just checking him out. This happens to be an Apalachicola king snake, or Lamprophilodus gutulata mensi. Named after the legendary herpetologist Bruce Means. I remember that episode of The Snake Hunters when Bruce Means looked for these in the wild. This is such a cool animal. This guy's in shed right now, but he's still pretty beautiful. You guys know how much I love Apalachicola king snakes. I wish I owned one when I was a kid. I did have a cow, but this guy is just so cool. This happens to be a fly river turtle. It's one of the native turtles of Australia and Papua New Guinea. These guys are native to the Fly River. These guys are so cool, often called pig-nosed turtles because of their snout. Just look at him. He's like, hey, get that camera out of my face. Look at me. Here he is. Yeah, these guys are actually almost look like sea turtles with their flippers.
That's you.
This is such a cool animal. You guys are looking for a turtle. These guys are very territorial, so these may not be the best cohabitating turtles, but this is such a cool animal if you have enough space. But look at how beautiful, how cute he is. Look at his face. This happens to be a banana special clown. You guys know how much I love clown. It's a recessive trait. We got a banana, and we've got the special, which is another codominant trait. Special is the homozygous is almost a white snake. And it's allelic with yellow belly. Now we got the banana. Now the banana was originally thought to be a T-positive albino, but it wasn't. Will Slough bought that animal and he proved it to be a co-dominant snake. And we got the recessive clown. This guy's, hey, get that camera out of my face. I want to go take a nap. You can go take your nap now, bud. Look at how beautiful you are. I just want my viewers to see how beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. No limit reptiles. Go show them some love. All right, so this happens to be a cipher het tremper. You guys know how much I love trempers. Looks like we got white out here. You guys know you got three types of albino leopard geckos. You get the tremper, rainwater, and I forgot the other one. But this is a cipher. It looks like a new gene that come out. I don't know what it's called, but the white out, it's a polygenic trait. It's years and years of breeding. This is such a cool animal. Leopard gecko, if you guys think there's something cool, these guys don't require UVB. They're nocturnal. They can keep in a rack system. This is such a cool animal. Just look at him right there. This happens to be an Enchi GHI Mojave Pastel Pied. You guys know how much I love pastels. I love pied. Greg Graziani produced the first pastel ball pythons. We got the pied, produced by Pete Call. You guys know how much I love the pied ball gene. And now here we got GHI, which is another one of my favorite genes, Enchi and Mojave. Mojave is linked to the blue-eyed leucistic, cold-blooded morse. My good, this is Mark Cole. He's deaf, believe it or not, and he's done such a great job. And it just comes to show you that, you know, even if you have any disabilities, you can achieve your dreams. This is such a beautiful snake. Show cold-blooded morphs some love. I'm going to put the link for their description in the bio. Show them some love. This is such a beautiful snake. Here we've got a dreamsicle Mojave black pastel. You guys know how much I love black pastel. If you have two black pastels, breed them together, you got the super black pastel, which is an almost pretty much jet black snake. You breed it to the pied, it's a panda pied. This is a lavender albino, and we got Mojave. Such a beautiful snake. Rolf Davis produced the first lavender albino. It's such a cool snake. And we got the Mojave, black pastel. This is such a cool snake. CNC Python Factory, William Chen, show them some love. This happens to be a Sonoran hypo het leopard boa. The leopard boa is a recessive trait. Breeding it, you breed it to a normal, you get 100% het leopards. Now this is a hypo, which is co-dominant with boas and Burmese. Now this is CB's S. So go show them some love in the description below. These guys, this is a cool boa. If you guys are looking for a boa, Sonorans don't get as big as a Colombian, but they're the intermediate before you. It's like a good bridge after a sand boa and a regular Colombian boa. This is such a cool snake. Look at how beautiful she is. This happens to be a hidden gene woma, banana, pastel, yellow belly, Enchi. This is such a cool animal. Look at the pattern on this guy. Ball and more pythons. You guys have got a great collection of ball pythons. I'm going to put a link for their description in the description below. Show them some love. But this is a cool. You guys know how much I love hidden gene womos, produced by Kevin over at Nerd. You got the banana, Will Slough. You got the pastel, which was Greg Graziani. Enchi, produced in Sweden by Swede Balls, and of course we got the yellow belly. I'm gonna do this again for all you Patriots fans. But anyways, the yellow belly is linked to the ivory gene, and then you guys know Chad Brown from All Pro Exotics bought it from Pete Call for $125,000. But this is such a cool snake. You add fire or lesser, This snake is going to be even more gorgeous. Just look at how beautiful it is. Baltimore exotics, Baltimore pythons. Link is going to be in the description. Show them some love. We got a scaleless head, pastel inchy butter. I just remember yesterday when scaleless heads were over $1,000, $50,000, but now they've come down so much. As soon as cannot wait to get my own place to get myself some scaleless. This is such a beautiful snake. We got the pastel, we got inchy butter. Butter is also linked to the blue-eyed leucistic. Now we got the scaleless head, which is linked to the scaleth. And you guys know, scaleless snakes get way too much hate, but this is such a cool snake. If you guys are scaleless haters, go to an expo, find a breeder, say, I want to see your scaleless stuff. And I'm sure some of them will say yes, and you can look yourself how well they do. This is such a cool animal. Let's see what else we can see here. This happens to be a Confusion lavender albino head tied. Also got orange dream and yellow belly. Again, Patriots fans. Yellow belly, you guys know, is linked to the ivory. I'm not going to go too much into that. We got the orange dream, produced here in Maryland by Ahmad from I forgot his place now. We got the Confusion, and of course we got the lavender albino, produced here in Maryland by Rolf Davis. $1,800 for a snake. That's crazy. That's not so bad, but it's a beautiful snake. Look at how beautiful. Look at the yellow on that animal. Have a look at this little girl here. She's a baby boa. She's got a little bit of a cleft palate. Unfortunately, she's coming out of her side of her head, but she's a hypo. She might have some jungle in her. She might be just a hypo, but she's beautiful. I love hypo boas. Here we got another arabesque boa. Steve Hammond produced the first arabesques. We got the, she's had for a leopard, which is another recessive trait, and this is a beautiful snake. You guys know how much I love arabesque boas. It's one of my favorite snakes. This guy's like, get that camera out of my face, I want to go take a nap, go away. Or he's don't worry, but I'll be out of your shooting here. And here, and here we got another hypo boa. It's got another cleft left, unfortunately, so the tongue's coming out of the side. And here we've got another hypo arabesque het leopard. Beautiful boas.
Yep, because 10 years ago.
Whoa. Look at this here. Yeah, look at this. This is a cherry bomb blue-eyed leucistic. So it's a pied albino.
Right, it's a Russo cherry bomb.
Russo cherry.
Pie with shrimp.
Wow, if you guys heard that, but this is such a cool snake. Look at that's a beautiful eyes. The snake is so pretty. Look at those eyes, it's red. This guy is so cool. You guys know how much I love ball pythons. You guys know how much I love the white snakes. Again, all you Patriots fans again. You guys know Pete Culp sold the ivory to Chad Brown, but any white snake is just so beautiful. It's the holy grail. It's always been of reptiles, the white, but it's such a beautiful snake. This happens to be a T-positive albino house snake. This is quite rare to see here in the U.S. In fact, they've made it here. I think this was born from bushveld reptiles in Rhode Island. It was originally from South Africa. You guys know, I always say the house snake is the South Africa's version of the corn snake, the fact that they're polygenic, and also the garter snake because kids like to catch them. This is such a beautiful snake. You guys know how much I love house snakes. Such an underrated snake. Look at how beautiful this guy is. This is the last animal I'm going to show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing night. God bless. Let's see what else. Let's stay tuned for the next episode.